Hey, loved ones, grab a snack, grab a drink. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be. Pre-disclaimer. I trust all is well with you and yours. I'm sending you lots of love and healing blessings, harmony, and wellness your way. Go ahead and receive that beautiful energy that I'm sending to you. Now, today we're going to talk about the crystals, the crystal energy. We've been talking about cleansing and clearing spaces and all that, smudging with the Palo Santo and the white sage and all the things. But it came up in one of the comments. The questions was like, well, okay, well, when I'm out and about in public, what do I do? What can I wear? Are there any crystals? Because surely I can't be smudging people in public. And I'm like, I thought about it and I'm like, it would be kind of funny to see people getting dusted with sage smoke out in public. But we can't do that. We can't do that. Anyway, I'm just going to share with you a few grounding protective crystals, okay? Most of the black stones out there are protective, but I'm going to share with you my favorite. And yeah, let's get into it. All right. Now, before I even show you the crystals, I talk a lot about turning up your divine light, activating your pure divine unconditional love and light center, as well as connecting with your higher self, your spirit guides, angels, guardian angels, the Most High, spirit, source, however you want to refer to that big, beautiful, creative energy. What you will find, the more you practice that, the least likely you are going to feel like you need protection, one. And two, the least likely you're going to feel like you need to use anything outside of yourself. That is part of my mission here. But I also love crystal energy. Crystals, just like fruit and vegetables and herbs and all of the things, they're tools here for us to use as allies. They grow in nature, most of them. Many of them come from nature, okay? But I wanted to share that with you before I got into the crystal energy. Now, I've worked with crystals intentionally for 7 years, studied them practically every single day. For 7 years, I am a certified crystal master practitioner, okay? So, yeah, I love crystals. I love jewelry. I always loved jewelry. So it was like, duh, I love colors. I'm a colorist. I love color. So it's like, duh, I love things that shine and sparkle and come in different shapes. So it's like, duh. And the beauty of it is that most of it comes from the planet. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, so out the gate, my very first crystal that I intentionally worked with was black tourmaline. Okay, black tourmaline comes in so many shapes and sizes. There are lots of good benefits of black tourmaline, and I'll do the best I can to stick with the subject at hand, and that's protection. It is the most protective grounding crystal, okay? I love working with this. It's a workhorse for me. You put the black tourmaline in your pocket, in your bra. If you wear a bra, you can wear it as sacred adornment, jewelry, if the earrings, rings, bracelets. I have this piece that I wire wrapped myself. I just went on YouTube. I looked for easy wire wrapping videos and I felt, I want something a little bit extra. So I took the extra step and this is what I got. And the way I like to use this particular crystal is I bought a lanyard. I'm sorry, ignore this thing stuck to it. It's all tangled up and I forgot to untangle it. Anyway, I bought a lanyard from Amazon, okay? And it has a clip at the end so that whatever medicine that I want to use, I can just stick it on here. When I say medicine, I'm talking about crystal energy. I can put it on, set it and forget it, put it around me and just stick it down there and I'm good. I have a few just to show you just some other examples of wire wrapped stones, and they all are interchangeable. So if you're somebody who don't want to bother with a lot of extras and you just give me a lanyard, I'm going to work, give me a lanyard and I'll throw this on, or you can throw this on your work lanyard. Okay. Yeah. So that's how I like to work with mine. What I will say as a disclaimer, if you are experiencing heaviness, sadness, maybe some depression, limit the use of black tourmaline because it is super grounding. And I'm going to share my own experience. It can bring you down more. Okay. Now, if you're somebody who's always overthinking and you experience anxiety and stuff like that, perfect. This will ground you in, okay? But too much of something is not good. Too much of a good thing even is not good. You want to be aligned, okay? And with alignment comes wellness. All right, preach. Okay, so if you don't want to be bothered with the lanyard thing, you can get a cord, a string, whatever you might have. Something around like a dress. I've used like a belt from a dress before, a little thin belt. Do you have any mesh bags or any sort of bag with the string that you can draw it? You stick your crystals in the bag, whatever crystals you're working with, stick them down in the bag, draw the string, and then keep it moving. You can put the bag in your pocket, in your bra. You can put it on the end of a string, you know, a cord, a lanyard, whatever, keep it moving. I have worked with some crystals because I was experiencing some pain in my knees. I had a crystal in one of these bags and I was wearing a bun and I had it hidden up in my bun and nobody knew. And that particular crystal was for the crown and it was supposed to help align. And honey, let me tell you, woo, I needed that. Just, you can come up with all kinds of ways to work with crystal energy, okay, to wear it on your physical body. You can wear bracelets. You can wear rings, okay. Now, what I can say, whichever hand is the most dominant, that is your giving hand. For me, my right hand is the most dominant, and that is my masculine giving hand. So whatever you wear on this hand, it's for the other people, okay? Now, yes, you will experience the same energies because it's in your auric field, but this is the energy that you're sending out, okay? And then whatever is on your least dominant, which for me is the left, this is the feminine hand and this is the receiving hand. So I am receiving, this is the medicine that I'm wearing for myself. And that is the intention I'm setting, okay? Just to give you some more deets on that, okay? Now, there's something else I wanted to share and I don't recall, okay? But we're going to move right along. The next stone that I want to talk about is Shungite. Now, Shungite is a filtering stone. And I'm sorry, I'm going to go back. The black tourmaline crystal it actually absorbs the negative energy. It absorbs it. And when you wear it, it's like you have this shield, this, like this invisible force field of protection. It absorbs the negative energy. So it is a workhorse. And what you want to do is cleanse and clear it on a regular basis. Okay. Often, especially if you're wearing it every day and you're going to work or you're, dealing with a lot of different people, you're in public, the grocery store, just cleanse and clear it often. How do you do that? You can cleanse and clear it with smoke of Palo Santo, sage, incense. You can even dip it into some water. Like if you have a pond or something outside, that's even better, like nature's water. If not, run it under the faucet. Himalayan sea salt, that's another way. You can put it in salt, all right, in like a bowl of salt. And loud sounds, whether it's a loud bell, if you play drums, if you have shamanic drums, if you have singing bowl, if you have a radio and you turn it up loud, that'll actually realign the energies in the stone. I like to do multiple things. My go-to ways: water, salt, and then smoke. If I don't have anything else, it's going in some water. And I might make it hot water, okay? They can handle the hot water. Not every crystal can be put in water, but that's a whole other story. So back to the Shungite. Shungite it filters. Shungite filters negative energies from people, places, and things, okay? This is a piece of elite Shungite. So it's a silvery shiny. It has more carbon in it than these pieces. And it can be a little bit harder to find, okay? But the black tourmaline and the Shungite, like this type of Shungite, you can find it at your local metaphysical shops. And that's what I want to tell you. When you are shopping for your crystals, go local first. Like, go in person first, okay? Before if you're brand new to crystals, don't start out the gate ordering stuff online. I'm going to need you to go in there, touch those crystals, feel them, get the ones or one that's calling to you, energy test, check in with your higher self and say, what medicine do I need today? Is it going to be the black tourmaline? Is it the this? Is it the that? What medicine should I use, or what crystal should I purchase for fill in the blank? And say you have, and I mean, nobody has to know. Say you have a couple of the black tourmalines in your hand, but you're not sure which one to pick. Maybe you got enough money for one. You want both, but you might have enough money for one. Both of them are calling to you. Now you can just check in. Which one of these should I get? Okay, so always check in, tune in, practice, tuning in with your higher self. Okay. Also, the beauty of going to a local metaphysical shop is the person, the owner, you can ask questions. What is this for? Where were these sourced? I would love for them to all know where the stones are sourced. That's like important for me. I would love for them to all know most of what the stones are good for. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying everybody got to be perfect, because there's thousands of crystals and even more being, found in different pockets on a regular basis. So I'm not saying that they have to be an encyclopedia, but, be able to talk to me about some of the basic things, okay? So Shungite and black tourmaline are typically readily available at your local crystal shops. If you just want to order online, I will leave a couple of links down in the description so that you can take a gander at some places. I don't get paid for any of that and all this. Like I said, I encourage people to go out on their own and touch the stones. That's what I encourage people to do. And the truth be told is, unintentionally, you probably have been working with crystal energy forever. If you've worn any kind of jewelry, gold, silver, titanium, copper, diamonds, all of those are crystals, and they have a healing energy and a frequency. Okay, so just throwing that out there. So you might want to dig in your jewelry box, or your mother's, your grandmother's, your dad's, maybe one of your uncles. They're not wearing the stuff anymore. Take a look and see what they have, see what you can find, because you might find some good stuff. All right, so without further ado, let's keep going. Next, I'm going to share with you Smoky Quartz. Sometimes Smoky Quartz, depending on the pocket, it might be kind of light. I have another piece upstairs that's almost clear, but I know it's smoky. And it's the quartz family. Okay, and there's a darker piece. What I love about Smoky Quartz is that it actually transforms and transmutes negative energy. And you see, I have this Smoky Quartz ring on this hand. I just put it on any finger. Fingers make a difference too in healing, just to throw that out there. But I just arbitrarily put it on this finger, and I'm sending you the energy of the smoky quartz. Okay, so may any negative energy transform and transmute into positive energy. That's what I love about it. It's like it's not only protecting you, it's grounding and protecting. Not only doing that, but it's actually taking that stuff and it's like alchemizing it. That is what I'm here for. And I'm just showing you some more sacred adornment. I have the earrings. I have not worn yet. I had to have them and still haven't worn them. And then I have this bracelet. Now I bought this bracelet just to use the chips. You can make elixirs and things like that. You can infuse, like your water, the indirect method. Don't go doing it, putting crystals in your water and you don't know anything. Don't do that, okay? I recommend indirect because energy doesn't know, it can penetrate the vessel, okay? But yeah, so if you're into this kind of stuff, you can be ornate and dress yourself up and be adorned and still rocking the power, okay? Rocking the energies. Mala beads is another one. A lot of people go to these mala beads. I don't love mala beads because they're not cute enough, but they do the job. They are spheres, and energy, when you're working with the shape of a sphere, the energy is all around. It's not just coming out of like one point. Like, for example, this pyramid where you can see it's going to be coming out of the point. You have the energy all around. So these are good workhorses. You slide it on, you got something to do, you're going to work, whatever. Boom. Some people love these. So have at it. Like I said, go to your local metaphysical shop before you get to going on this internet. All right. Now, earlier I did mention, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Earlier I did mention that if you are feeling some depression or lowness and things like that, that you don't want to work with the heavily grounding stones. It's just going to bring you down even more. My experience, I was out and about. It was going to be a long day. I don't know if I told this story already because I recorded this video a few times already, but I'm going to repeat it just in case. I had on my workhorse necklace. Okay. If you guys, you know what, and I think I'm going to put some videos for wire wrapping in case you're interested in the description as well. Some videos that I ran across and I used. Okay. Anyway, I had this on and then I had something in my pockets. Then I had another grounding crystal in the other pocket. I mean, draped. Oh my gosh, you guys, it was so hard for me to move. It was hard for me to come up the steps. I didn't understand what was going on. I'm like, I haven't gained any more weight. So what's up? And it was just miserable. And then it dawned on me, you're wearing too many grounding stones. It was too many. As soon as I started taking that stuff off, I felt the difference like immediately. So I'm just sharing that with you. So instead of maybe using the, like the black tourmalines and the shungites and stuff, you may consider a lighter stone, maybe the smoky quartz, but even I recommend the almandine garnet. It's a gentle grounding. So that's why I said almandine garnet. Okay. And this is a mala bead bracelet, almandine garnet. There are lots of other protective crystals out there. I could go on and on and on and on, but I just, I wanted to share the ones that I typically work with. Now this one I do not work with for protection or haven't worked with it for protection. This is black obsidian. Now black obsidian is protective, but it also helps to protect from psychic attacks. Okay. And what did I work with it for? Have I worked with this one yet? I don't think I worked with this particular one yet. But that's part of the reason I got it. I wanted to collect like the black stones. I still don't have all of the black stones because I simply wasn't called to do it. I checked in with myself and it was like, you really don't need to, You know, you get this black tourmaline and these other things, that's good enough. The other option, another I feel safe one for everyone would be amethyst. Amethyst is so readily available. Okay. So readily available. And this is just so juicy and so pretty. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty and juicy. Every once in a while, you'll see some pockets of maybe some smoky quartz in there and clear quartz. I just love the quartz family. The quartz family is like, you really can't, you know, go wrong with the quartz family. And we've all seen the amethyst and stuff. And this is a bracelet that I had before I even started working with crystal energy. Or was I working with crystal energy? I might have been working with crystal energy and I saw this. I actually bought this off. Let me say this. I was good with the home shopping. The reason I bought crystals off the home shopping networks, and this was before I got into literally working with crystal energy, was because I would watch them. You know how they talk about the stuff ad nauseum over and over again, and I was just hypnotized. But they would have the miners on, and then I started to trust the source. The miners they would show them going into the mine, and they would explain the history and what's happening and this and that and this and that. So I would, you know, some of those shopping channels, I was like, okay, I feel like I can trust them. And I was a woman who loved jewelry, you know, and I like things that are genuine. So it doesn't have to be like totally expensive and extravagant, but it has to be the real thing for me. You know, it could be stainless steel. If it's real stainless steel, then hand it over. It doesn't have to be diamonds. I'm not really like what I would say a diamond person. Now, would I work for with diamonds for healing? Yes, because diamonds are carbon. But not, am I running for the border for diamonds? No, I typically will look at all of the other kinds of stones before I would go, oh, I want a diamond. That's what everybody, you know, society is all diamond and this and that. I'm like, they all right. They good. Okay, all right. It's all right. What I would run for the border for with those diamonds is the healing properties. Okay. But that's another story for another day. I believe I touched on all that I wanted to touch on. Did I? I believe I did. Okay. Feel free to ask questions or whatnot. Feel free to chime in, because anyone watching and reading the comments, some people love to read comments. They can learn from the comments. So whatever you want to share, go ahead and share. What crystals are you working with for protection? Because I didn't name all of them. There are so many that resonate with different people. So which ones are your favorites? Okay. Until the next video, live simply and be kind.